Welcome to the Eli Sports Network and Centralia College Blazer Athletics. It's time for some exciting Blazer action, and we begin it all with the pregame show. Let's head out to the stadium and get set for exciting action with the Blazer pregame show on the Eli Sports Network.
And welcome back to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila here on the Eli Sports Network as we get set for our final game of this six-game tournament, the Centralia College Women's Crossover Tournament. It'll be the Blazers, the host team, taking on Mount Hood. Before we get to Tony Davila, let's see, Coach Sells. Want to jump on here real quick? You didn't know we're doing a pregame show, didn't you?
No.
You know, because as soon as we're done, we just want to get the heck out of here.
I completely understand. You and me both.
No, coming in this is actually one out of all 6 games. This might be one of the best matchups of the whole tournament here. And what do you think of coming in against Mount Hood?
Well, he's got a lot more players than me. I know that. My thought is he's probably going to come out and try to press us. And it's just really going to be, I told the girls in the locker room, the story of this game is how we handle it. If we don't turn the ball over and we can get across half court and get into our half court stuff, I like our chances. But, you know, he's got 13 kids that he plays. You know, they don't just come and sit on the bench. They all get in there. And, you know, a third day of a tournament, those fresh legs might have a little bit of an impact on the game.
We saw that in that first game today where Peninsula, man, you know, hats off to Peninsula, man.
They played well. They played really well.
Just battled, and, you know, they get beat by 30. It's hard to say that they played well, but they're just dead tired out there. And one of the girls tweaked her knee at the very end, the Alvarez. She was on pace to play every single second of all 3 games. She had played 115 minutes straight. Came down on, she has a knee brace, came down, tweaked it a little, and the coach says, I don't care if you want to finish. You're going to finish on the bench and took her out. We still have plenty of basketball to play.
A lot of basketball
and we need you here. Same with you. Of course, you want to win the game, but still, it is a non-conference game. It's about getting ready for that conference, isn't it?
Oh, exactly. And we try to play as many different teams with as many different styles as we possibly can. And we try to load up our schedule. You know, a lot of times at the end of the preseason, our record doesn't look as shiny as maybe some of the other teams, but you know, we play a lot of really tough teams, and it gets us ready, you know, for that conference play come January.
One last quick thing here. You know, you talked about getting off to a quick start. You didn't do it in the first game. You didn't do it yesterday. You did do it in the third quarter yesterday. I'm sure that's what you pointed to. That's the kind of start we want, right?
That's what we would like, yeah. I'd like to have a quick start every quarter, you know.
Sure.
If I ever figure out how to do that, maybe I'll be making a little bit more money than I am. I don't know. We'll see.
Coach, good luck to you.
All
Thanks
right,
so much.
You
got
it.
Coach Caleb Sells, that is, I'm sorry, as he gets the Blazers ready to go. Tony Davila will be right back here. We're about ready for introductions and get underway with Centralia and Mount Hood. We're going to run down the starters here for a second. I'm going to have Tony run down real quick and find out if we're going to have a national anthem or just go into the national anthem on there. Okay, so we'll stick here real quick. Tony, why don't you've got the starters for this game?
Yes, I do.
Why don't you run down the starters for us?
All right, starting for the Centralia Blazers, I have all but maybe one. Kayla Howard will get the start with Kylie Smith, Joni Lancaster, Courtney Kimball, either Isabella Elwood or Majesty Claybrooks will be the other starter for the Centralia Blazers. For Mount Hood, Jessica Parker gets the start. Courtney Jackson, Rachel Watson, Ashley Collins, and Cassidy Elliott. Mackenzie Long not available for this one as she is out for religious reasons as she cannot play on Sundays.
All right, and that's going to do it for the pregame show. When we come back, tip-off is next.
The Centralia College pregame show is a wrap, and it's time to start things off. Up next, live play-by-play Blazer action is on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is a great opportunity for student athletes to begin their college academic career and continue their athletic dreams. Centralia College's volleyball, women's soccer, men and women's basketball and fast pitch teams, combined with low tuition, offers a great opportunity for student athletes to continue their athletic careers. For more information on Centralia College and the Centralia College Foundation, visit centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
The teams are set, the referees in place, and the fans on the edge of their seats. So let's get started with live Blazer action on now.
And welcome back to Centralia College. And to answer your question, Tony, it'll be Isabella Elwood who will start for the Lady Blazers. So it'll be Kayla Howard, Kylie Smith, Joni Lancaster, Isabella, I think she goes by Bella Elwood,
does.
And Courtney Kimball. And for the Lady Saints, Cassidy Ellett, Jessica Parker, Courtney Jackson, Rachel Watson, and Ashley Collins. Head coach for the Saints, Jeremy Vandenboer, assisted by Adam Child and Brooke Plecker. Dr. Kim Hyatt, the athletic director. Head coach for the Lady Blazers of Centralia, Caleb Sells, assisted by Joe Milton, and Kyrie Adams and Lauren Fisher. And the athletic director is Bob Peters as we get set for first quarter action. Mount Hood in their black uniforms. They'll be working left to right. The Blazers in their home whites working right to left. The officials are set. The teams are about set. And we are set to get Game 6 of the crossover tournament underway here.
Blazers with 3 subs available on the bench.
Not a lot of folks here, Tony, competing with the Seahawks on at the same time. But the Seahawks, last we checked, were well behind, so I'm glad we're here. So here comes Mount Hood with the ball down in the corner. That'll get to Ashley Collins. Left side it goes, and Jackson shot. Outside, rolls off. Won't good, fight for the ball. Rebound underneath is Elwood. Elwood will get it to Lancaster, and there's a
full court press
press, and that'll get over to Elwood and out of bounds off the Blazers. And that was one of the things Coach Sells talked about, is that he thinks they're going to come out and press. And so far they did on the first possession. Back the other way, here comes Ellett in the front court. Right side it goes, over to Parker. Back to Ellett, swings it around over to Jackson. Jackson to Parker. Right corner it goes to Collins, looking for Watson inside. Collins kicks it back out. On top for Parker. Jessica kicks it. Cassidy Ellett into the corner. Ellett will launch a long three, well off of everything. Loose ball into the hands of Kimball. And Courtney will kick it over to Lancaster. And Joni trapped Kimball. And trying to get...
That's a 10-second violation.
Yeah, 10-second. There is. You don't have that in high school, but he is trying to get Bella Elwood to step forward to get the ball in the front court. And I think Isabella got the message here. Everyone got the message here.
I think so. Kind of hard not to.
Back the other way. Here comes Ellett and Mount Hood. The ball slapped out of bounds by Kimball. And no score yet. 8:45, just a minute 15 into this one. Both teams really would love to come out with a 2-1 record out of this tournament. The other team's going to be 1-2. Peninsula 0-3. In the right corner, that's going to be Jackson, Courtney Jackson. Long rebound by Lancaster. She's smothered in the backcourt. Get it up to Elwood over her head and out of bounds.
Kimball couldn't run that one down.
And so, Coach Sells trying to get his team. It looks like they've got the formula to break the press and get into front court. Just got to make the passes on target. Collins with it. Back out on top to Parker. Parker dishes off to Collins. Saved there by Elwood. Inside shot by Jackson. She can't get it to go.
That was Jessica Parker couldn't get it.
Parker couldn't get it, and back comes Kylie Smith. Now they'll get it in the front court. Right side over to Lancaster, trying to drive. Ball taken away by Jackson. Courtney Jackson on the drive into the lane, and we'll have a blocking call called on Kimball. That'll give 2 shots to Jackson. No score in the game with 7:52 to go.
They're going to break that.
First free throw up and good.
And does.
Second free throw on the way, and it's a 2-0 lead for Mount Hood. We get it into Lancaster, back to Kylie Smith. Smith back to Lancaster. Get it in the front court, all the way up. Over to Kimball. Kimball pull-up jumper, can't get the shot to go. Elwood fights for the ball, puts it up and good. Bella Elwood fights it underneath there. Nicely done. They'll tie it up 2-2. That's the first field goal in the game. Other side to Collins. Here comes Mount Hood on the drive. Smith taps it away into the hands of Kimball. And here comes Lancaster. Gets it over to Smith. Smith into front court. Back over to Joni. Joni works it right side, looking for Howard. Back to Lancaster. Back to Howard. Open 3. No, that'll roll off.
She had a few of those in yesterday's game.
She had, 6 yesterday? Yeah.
6.
And she is a shooter, so they got to get it in her hands. And the ball be lost out of bounds and back over to Centralia. So here come the Blazers. Smith will take it out. Look to get it into Lancaster and will. Back it goes to Smith. Long pass into front court over to Kimball. Courtney works it left. Will drive the lane up with a shot. Will get fouled on the way. And
by Ellett.
Ellett will commit the foul. That'll put Kylie Smith at the line for 2. So here comes Kimball trying to break the 2-2 tie. First shot up and good. Makes it 3-2 with 6:46 to go. Now there's frustration on the side of Centralia on the offensive side, but their defense has been stellar, and they've taken a 4-2 lead here. And the idea, Tony, is to win. Have more points. Doesn't matter how many or how few you have to get the job done. If this defense holds up, they're going to have a great chance.
Yeah, keep the other team from scoring. You just got to hit a few every once in a while yourself.
There's Jackson outside, back to Ellett. She'll fire a 3. That's off the back iron, gets her own rebound into the lane. Up off the glass, won't go. Watson slaps it over to Parker, and she'll bank it in. Third time's the charm. They had 3 shots at it, and that's something the Blazers will want to work on to try and get inside to get that rebound. Back comes Smith. Kylie, left side. Kimball for 3. Yes! Nothing but the bottom of the net for Courtney Kimball, and a 7-4 lead for the Blazers. 6 minutes to go here in the first. They work it into Watson. Back comes Mount Hood, the Saints. Back out on top. Ellett, right side. Over to Jackson. Or Parker, that is. Back the other way and out ahead of the way, and Mount Hood will knock the ball out of bounds.
Howard with the steal. Parker was able to run her down and slap it out of play.
Majesty Claybrooks will check in for the Blazers, and out comes Elwood. Also,
Adelina Pritchard checks in.
Along with, I believe, Madison Allen. Shot from the outside by Kylie Smith, no good. And it is Madison Allen who'll bring the ball up. Right side shot by Parker. Short, gets her own rebound. Out it goes to Jackson. Jackson off the back iron, no good. Kimball with a rebound. Looking to kick it and get it to Lancaster. Inside it goes to Howard, a little left-handed scoop shot. Kayla Howard will knock it down in a 9-4 lead for the Blazers. Back comes Mount Hood. Madison Allen with the ball. Left side. Pritchard. And Majesty Claybrooks had it and then rolled off. Couldn't keep it, but does disrupt the play as Jamie Connolly will come in for Kimball.
Trying to bring it in from out of play will be Parker. She'll go towards Jackson, slapped away by Lancaster.
Good quick hands there by Joni. Couldn't keep it inbounds. Knocks it out. Now they'll have it on the side. Mount Hood. Parker looks to get it in to Madison Allen. And does. Right side it goes over to Jackson. Jackson too high to Watson. Loose ball run down by Claybrooks, and she'll get it back to Lancaster. Joni over to Kylie Smith. Kylie will bring it into front court. Double team, trapped. Cross court pass. That'll be picked off by Pritchard. She'll get it into front court to Madison Allen. In the corner to Jackson. Back out on top. Swings it over to Pritchard. Right side to Parker. Trying to get it into Watson. And we'll have a foul called on Claybrooks, who was there a little late. And that'll send Watson to the line for two. Second foul in the ball game. That'll send
Watson.
Rachel Watson from Syracuse, Utah.
First shot's no good. Checking in is Mackenzie Smith.
That's right. She's number 21, not 12. From Vancouver.
Second shot's good for Watson.
And also coming in, here comes Petra Flemmer from Beaverton, Oregon, from Mount Hood. Get the ball in. Trying to get it all the way up to Connolly. It'll be slapped out of bounds by Flemmer.
Flemmer was able to cut that off, saw that long pass was coming.
And they will get it out of bounds on the far side. Kylie Smith will take it out. Get it in out on top to Connolly. That's Kayla Howard, rather. Now back to Lancaster. Now out to Conley. Jamie on the drive into the lane. Has the ball tapped away by Pritchard, but gets the loose ball back. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Lancaster. Smith will line up a three off the iron. No good. Pritchard with a rebound. Pritchard will get it in to Allen. Here comes Madison in the front court. Quickly, left side. Over to Jackson. Out on top. Mackenzie Smith, I think that is. Yep, with the shot. No good. Back the other way. Here comes Kayla Howard to the rack. Won't go. Put back by Lancaster. Good. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Sells of Centralia. He wants to have a quick chat and also give depleted bench, Tony, a little breather here. 3:42 to go and up 11-5 here. And really a good start here for Centralia after the first 4 minutes of trying to get things figured out. They finally do, and they're getting the ball in the front court. That was his biggest issue, as we talked on the pregame show, was to be able to get it in the front court and then be able to set up their offense. They're finally getting into that rhythm.
Yeah, and that's one thing that we said, that this game was going to be a very good game between these two. And it was like one of those boxing matches where they're just feeling each other out. They're circling, trying to figure out an opening. And Centralia was just doing that. Both teams have settled down now, getting a little better offense rolling. Mount Hood, that's a lot of wild passes that are getting away from them, but they're settling things down now and getting some offense. So both of these teams should be able to battle back and forth very well with each other.
Trying to get it down inside. Connolly tried to take the loose ball, but she stepped on the end line. It'll be Mount Hood's ball.
I don't think Flemmer was expecting.
Yeah, and Conley just reacted to it. Had she just let it go, it would have been their ball. Smith will take it out of bounds for Mount Hood. Lob it in out on top to Madison Allen. Left side it goes. Over to Jackson. Courtney Jackson, right side, back to Smith. McKenzie. Back to Allen. Allen to Jackson. Left corner, Pritchard for three. In and out, won't go. Fight for the ball. Lancaster tries to get in there, trying to tie it up. But no, good job by Pritchard, pulled it out of there, and a travel is going to be called there on Flemmer. She took an extra step there, and that'll turn it back over to Centralia. So battle for the ball. Centralia tried to tie it up a couple of times, just couldn't do it, but they end up with the ball anyway. Lancaster gets it into Jamie Conley. Kicks it back to Smith. Smith with it, left side. Over to Conley, inside to Majesty. Backs up shot, won't go, and a foul going to be called. And 2 shots, and that's not a great foul on the Saints there, Tony, because Majesty well overshot that anyway.
Yeah, that was on Pritchard coming in trying to get that help defense. And instead, Majesty Claybrooks will go to the line shooting 2. First shot will roll off the side of the rim, no good. So checking back in is going to be Mackenzie Whitney will check in for the first time for Mount Hood. And also back in is Jessica Parker as Claybrooks hit the second.
And our website is down right now, Eli Sports Network, as it's 12 to 5 here in Centralia. We will be doing stories and pictures following up. Just got an email from our server company, as they are the ones that are having problems. Tony, for once, it's not me. I didn't do anything. I didn't cause the problem with my ignorance of technology. And as soon as it gets back up, well, it'll be back up. Right now, Allen with the ball. Left side hits a big 3 ball for the Saints to pull within 4, 12 to 8.
Addison Allen with a big shot.
Get it back to Lancaster. Lancaster drives in the front court, gets it over to Smith. Smith, Kayla Howard wide open there. If they can get her the ball, then she'll tear it away. They won't give her the jump ball, count the bucket, and it's good. She'll go to the line for 1.
Fine, I'll just take it myself.
And Coach Vandenborg is probably trying to figure out how that wasn't a jump ball, but they're going to let him wrestle for it for a little bit. And Kemble waiting to check in for Smith.
Watson back into the game for Mount Hood.
Kylie Smith will check in and give Kylie Smith a break.
Collins back in as well.
Back to a 7-point Centralia lead. Right side it goes to Parker. Allen left side over to Whitney. Mackenzie Whitney of Redmond, Oregon. Right side, Whitney with it. Covered by Lancaster from Rochester. Circling around is Allen, down to 6 seconds. Need to get a shot off. Whitney will try to get it down inside to Watson. Can't get the shot to go. Gets her own rebound and put back and good. And now Lancaster fighting for the ball. It gets stripped away. Back it goes to Mount Hood. And this is what Mount Hood wants to do. They want to create chaos, and right now they are. Parker with the ball. Trying to get inside. Up over the top of Kemble, and she'll drop it in to make it a 15-12 game. So here comes Lancaster in the front court, trying to trap her at the midcourt. Over it goes to Kemble, down low, trying to kick it back out to Howard. Lancaster now working it to the left side. Back to Conley with 7. She'll try to get it over to Kemble. Kemble with a desperation shot. It almost went in.
Almost got it to fall.
In and out. Here comes Mount Hood. They could take it down for the last shot. It doesn't look like they're that style of team. They'll press, and a foul going to be called on Howard.
Yeah, it looks like Howard might have stepped on the foot of Allen and just went down. Nothing she could do about that.
So now the ball will go out of bounds to Madison Allen with 21 seconds left to go. And they can take it all the way down for the last shot if they choose. Allen with it out on top. Right side over to Parker. Getting a pick. Parker looking to drive. Nice shift. No offensive foul called there. Watson back to Collins. Trying to hit it at the buzzer. And can't do it. Trying to tie it up at the buzzer, but Centralia will hold on to a 3-point 15-12 lead. All right, we'll take a timeout as we get back. When we come back, we'll be in the second quarter where the Blazers hold a 3-point lead. Back in a moment.
The Pacific Athletic Center is excited about the expansion of our Express basketball teams, featuring 5th through 8th grade and high school girls teams and boys teams. Players for the Express receive exposure to the highest level of competition, our dedicated practice facility, individual training, and coaching from our experienced staff, plus top-of-the-line gear, and for parents, affordable pricing and scholarships. Check out the Pack Express at PacificAthleticCenter.com.
And welcome back to Michael Smith Gymnasium here at Centralia College. Tony Davila, Paul Beatty here for the girls crossover tournament. It is Centralia and Mount Hood. Centralia College leads 15-12 going into the second quarter. And Courtney Kimball with 5 points to lead all scorers in that first quarter. Jessica Parker led Mount Hood with 4. Kylie Smith into Lancaster, and Joni will bring it into the front court. Joni Lancaster goes right at Parker. Lancaster picks up her dribble and gets it over to Howard. Howard back to Lancaster in the corner, drives inside, trying to go baseline spin, floater good for Lancaster. Joni hits the shot. Up the floor quickly is Madison Allen. Allen over to Parker. Parker circles back around, gets it over to Whitney. Whitney picks up her dribble, needs some help, gets it back over to Parker. Jessica will back up, gets a screen, ball over to Allen for 3 and hits her second 3-ball.
Big shot there by
Allen.
Madison, yeah.
And it's 17-15, 2-point lead now. Couldn't get the 10-second call trap. Howard kicks outside. Kimball 3, no good.
No one's crashing to the board there.
And Ashley Collins with the rebound, throws it up the floor a long ways. Goes back to Allen, back to Collins, over to Parker in the corner. Back up top to Collins and a reset. Mount Hood will back around. Watson sets a screen for Parker for 3, no good. Watson runs down, rebound pulled in by Whitney. Back out it goes to Mount Hood. Swing it to Whitney. Whitney to Parker for 3. Parker off the side rim, no good. Rebound brought in by Howard. Kayla Howard to Joni Lancaster. Kylie Smith into the front court. Smith trying to get a wraparound pass. Nobody there. That'll go back out of play. And checking back in is going to be Courtney Jackson. Also checking in is Cassidy Ellett. Ellett will run the point. That'll move Madison Allen up the floor. Ellett into the front court quickly. Gets it to Jackson, to Collins in the corner. Collins back to Jackson. And they'll work the ball around. Collins catch and shoot 3, hits. And Ashley Collins gives Mount Hood the lead, 18-17. Lancaster into the front court. Lancaster out it goes to Howard. Gets it to Smith. Kylie looked up, will float it off the backboard. No good. Fighting for it was Elwood. Couldn't bring down the rebound. And Ellett will bring it up the floor for Mount Hood. To the corner it goes. To Allen. Back to Ellett. Swinging around to Collins. Ashley. To Jackson. Inside to Watson. Rachel Watson with a nice spin move gets into the lane. And Watson extends it to a 3-point lead. Lancaster gets the ball into the front court. Pass over to Howard. Back to Lancaster to reset. 7:50 to go, or 6:50 to go in the first half. 2017 with a three as Kimball missed everything. Rebound brought in by Collins. Collins to Ellett. Ellett throws one inside to Watson, too far under the backboard, but she'll find Jackson for three, off the mark, no good. Rebound brought in, floater, no good. Watson will try to tap it to herself, but Kylie Smith will come down with it. That was Madison Allen with that little floater. Howard to Lancaster. Joni will drive, kick out to Kimball. Kimball drives inside, tries to go into some wall, and she
a lot of contact there with no call.
Hit hard, no call. Allen over to Ellett. Ellett to Jackson. Jackson will attack, throws up a prayer, no good, not answered. Ball will go back to Allen. Three ball taken by Ellett, and that'll go over the backboard and back over to Centralia. Claybrooks will check in for Elwood.
And the biggest thing here now, Tony, is that Centralia's got to get comfortable with being able to get it in the front court. And once they do, you didn't score. That's just the first stage. Now you got to go score.
Flimmer checks in as well for Mount Hood. Howard will attack the basket, can't get the shot. Ball is rebounded by Flimmer over to Jackson. Jackson will get it to Ellett up the floor. Cassidy into the front court to Flimmer. Petra back to Ellett. Swing over to Jackson. Attacks the rack. Won't fall in. Ball slapped back and brought in by Centralia. And there's going to be a foul by Ellett reaching in.
Yep. Grabbing the arm there.
That's Cassidy's second. And Pritchard will check back in for Mount Hood. And Connolly will check back in for Centralia. Down by three with 5:25 to go in the first half. Lancaster. Up it goes to Connolly. Jamie into the front court to Smith. Kylie will take the three.
Hits.
Steps into it. You can't leave her that wide open. And we're tied at 20. Long pass up, overthrows Jackson.
Coach Vandenborg just says, you just can't do that. Don't throw the ball away like that.
And Jessica Parker will check back in. Ellett will take a seat. Lancaster back to Smith. Smith. Long pass up the floor. Connolly wide open. Back to Smith. Fakes the three. Goes right at the rack and hits.
Kylie.
Good, right at Pritchard.
That'll give Centralia the lead back. Just under 5 minutes to go here in the half, 22-20.
And Smith with 8 points. Jackson over to Allen. To Parker, back to Allen. They'll swing it back around to the corner. Pritchard for three, no good. Rebound brought in by Parker. Allen for three, off the mark, no good. Rebound brought in by Pritchard. Pritchard throws up a shot, no good. Rebound, this time brought in by Jamie Connolly of the Blazers. Lancaster gets the ball tapped away and ends up in the hand of Courtney Jackson. Jackson drives, kick over, Allen for two, and it's good. Madison Allen.
Yep, 22-22. Allen having a good game off the bench.
She's got 8 points. Jackson with the steal. Jackson goes up. Will get fouled by Smith. And Jackson will go to the line shooting two.
Centralia foul number 21, Kylie Smith. First personal, first team foul in the second quarter.
Jackson with 2 points.
At the line for Mount Hood.
Still with 2 points, both of them coming from the free throw line. She was 2 of 2, now she's 2 of 3. Second shot is up and good. Hits that one, 3 of 4 from the line now. Pass up the floor to Connolly. Almost stripped, and now she is stripped by Allen. And the ball will go out of bounds off of Centralia. Back over to Mount Hood. Richard.
We talked about the short bench of Peninsula. Centralia also, only 8 players, so not a lot of room to operate as well. So these players have been playing hard for their 3rd straight day.
Jackson will swing it out to Parker. Parker Picked up her dribble, got
Looked like
some
she-
help.
Looked like a walk there, but
Jackson
No
out
call.
to Parker. Allen for three, and she'll hit her third three. She's got 11 points in the first half.
wow, what a game by Madison off the bench.
Smith got away with a carry. Over it goes to Connolly.
Make up for the earlier travel not called.
And there's going to be a push off underneath on Jackson. Her first. 26-22. Mount Hood with the lead with 3:12 to go in the first half. Ball to the corner. Howard catch and shoot three
Nice.
and nails it. Kayla
Howard.
5 points. And it's a 1 point game.
The big one right there.
Ball to Allen. Almost thrown away. Petra Flimmer with a jumper, no good. Connolly will get the rebound. And Lancaster back to Smith. Smith into the front court. Cross court to Howard. Catch and shoot three.
Boom.
Good. Howard back-to-back three balls. And it's a 2 point lead for the Blazers.
Just like that, Kayla Howard. What a weapon that she is for the Blazers.
Ball to the corner. Allen wanted to take it, didn't catch the ball clean. Jackson will have it. Gets it over to Parker. Jessica Parker to Jackson. Jackson will drive inside off the glass. She'll get fouled by Claybrooks and go to the line shooting two. Jackson to the line. Shot is up and good. 4 points for Jackson. One more. If she can hit this, she'll tie it up at 28 apiece. Shot is up and good.
All even at 2:16 left to go here in the half.
Lancaster. Long pass up to Connolly. Jamie. Fakes a three out to Lancaster. Back to Smith. Smith to Lancaster to Connolly. Down to Claybrooks. To Howard. Howard will drive inside. Puts one off the glass. Claybrooks will come down with the rebound, and there's going to be a jump ball. Possession over to Mount Hood. Collins.
Mackenzie Smith and Ashley Collins come in.
Pritchard and Jackson check out. 1:52 to go. And Madison Allen will bring the ball up the floor for Mount Hood, all tied up at 28. Parker gets by Connolly, throws up a shot, no good. Claybrooks with the rebound, gets it to Lancaster. Joni over to Smith. Kylie back to Lancaster, and Lancaster just gets across. Howard down low to Claybrooks. Claybrooks in the lane, spins, puts up a shot and
by
good.
Majesty. Knew right where she was. Knew that she was in front of the hoop. Couldn't bank it in. Nice little soft shot, Tony, right over the front of the rim.
Now Allen will bring it up the floor. That was a nice shot by Majesty. Back to Allen. Allen will have it again. Fake by Parker. Back to Allen for three, and she's got 14 in the first half.
4 threes.
Ball slapped away from behind by Parker. Now Connolly will check out, and checking back in is Kimball. Also checking in is going to be Mackenzie Whitney for Parker.
Get it into Lancaster here.
31-30. Mount Hood leads Centralia with under a minute to go, 50 seconds in the first half. Lancaster to Smith, down to Claybrooks, off the glass and good for Majesty.
Majesty really coming around in the paint.
Allen brings it up the floor. Can't take the last shot, but can get it down.
I don't
Smith.
think they're not that type of team.
Over it goes to Collins. Collins gets it right back. Back to Allen. To Smith in the corner. Back to Allen. Wanting the three, but didn't take it, was Whitney. Collins will take the three. Off the mark, no good. Ball slapped around. And there's going to be a foul called on Mount Hood. That's going to be on Whitney.
Crashing the board there.
13.7 seconds to go in the first half. Lancaster to Smith. Smith, pass is picked off by Mackenzie Smith. Over it goes. 3 ball taken and made by Whitney.
And that'll take us to the end of the half. And a quick run there, that big shot there will give Mount Hood the lead, 34-32 at the break. We will take a timeout, come back with a halftime show. That's coming up next here on the Eli Sports Network.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career, Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
The Pacific Athletic Center is excited about the expansion of our Express basketball teams, featuring 5th through 8th grade and high school girls teams and boys teams. Players for the Express receive exposure to the highest level of competition, our dedicated practice facility, individual training, and coaching from our experienced staff, plus top-of-the-line gear, and for parents, affordable pricing and scholarships. Check out the Pack Express at PacificAthleticCenter.com.
It's time for a break as the Centralia Blazers head to the locker room to talk things over. We are also going to talk things over with the halftime show. Let's head back to the stadium for stats and highlights here on the Eli Sports Network.
And welcome back to Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila, and 34-32 is our score at halftime. And Tony, the Blazers still, they're having trouble with that press, and Coach Sells was concerned about that. They have started doing a better job at it. They still need, basically all they need to do is slow down one player, and that's Madison Allen, who has 14 of the 34 points for Mount Hood.
Yeah, they need to close out on her from the three-point line because she is hot from behind the arc. The 4 threes in the first half for Madison Allen. And really trying to beat this press has really slowed down the way Centralia is playing there. Everybody's back in the backcourt. Everybody's standing at midcourt. Can't get that up and down kind of offense that they want to go. Can't get their half-court sets going because by the time they get into the front court, they have less time than they've had in the last couple of games in the last 2 days, and it's been a rush shot at the end or a missed layup that they can't get on the inside. The other thing that they've done, though, is Majesty Claybrooks has really started to develop on the inside. She's got a couple of easy buckets to go in, and that's good news for the Blazers.
Yeah, no question about that. And the Blazers, they still, they're struggling with getting the ball in the front court, and then when they do, it's like it feels to them that that's the victory, and that sometimes that it's over. That's only half the battle. Now you've got about 20 seconds to get a decent shot off, and that's what they've really got to come through with. And they've got to start. I think Kayla Howard could be the key here for the Blazers. They've got to suck in, and she's been standing out there a couple of times all by herself. They've got to see her and get the ball out to her and let her shoot. Right now, she's hot.
Yeah, with her and Connolly, a lot of times on that press, they would launch the ball down there, and there is nobody within 10 feet of them, and neither of them will take a shot. Instead, they try to dribble around, and I know they're trying to set an offense, but when you got a shooter like Howard, if you get that open, you just have to take the shot. Steph Curry it, get up and down the floor, and when you're open, just pull up and take the jumper. Yeah, you want to have a team game, but you want to have some of your shine for yourself. Howard showed yesterday she can hit some threes, feel confident, and a lot of it is she'll catch the ball and hesitate and she won't go straight up for the three. Be confident in your shot. You've hit some big threes in this already. Keep on shooting.
And she hit those back-to-back within about 15 seconds of each other. How many attempts at threes do you think she has? Only 3. She's 2 of 3. If I'm Coach Sells, I says, you better have at least 10 attempts by the end. I mean, that ball better be up in the air from you at least 7 to 10 more times here in this second half.
Just sheer possession-wise, Mount Hood has had so many more shot attempts than Centralia. They have 12 offensive rebounds. That will do it.
Yeah.
But 6 of 23 from behind the arc from Mount Hood to just 4 of 10 for Centralia. When you can jack up 23 threes,
something's gonna fall in.
Eventually something's gonna fall.
All right, we'll be back with the individual numbers when we continue. 34-32 Mount Hood by 2 at the break. Back in a moment.
Are you an athlete, former athlete, or suffering from athletic-type injuries? Then you need to stop by Pacific Sports Spa and check out the most cutting-edge therapy equipment assembled in one place in all of the Pacific Northwest. Pacific Sports Spa can help you deal with the pain and soreness of sprains, inflammation, or stiff joints and muscles. Check out the services offered by Pacific Sports Spa on their website at pacificsportspa.com. Pacific Sports Spa is an athlete's best friend.
Centralia College is where your success begins. Fresh out of high school, want to extend your athletic career, or are heading back to class for a new career, Centralia College is a great place to start. It's not too early to begin planning, and the Centralia College Foundation can help you pay for your education. The foundation offers more than $500,000 in scholarships every year. You can apply easily by going to centralia.edu/scholarships. Centralia College is where your success begins.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
The Pacific Athletic Center is excited about the expansion of our Express basketball teams, featuring 5th through 8th grade and high school girls teams and boys teams. Players for the Express receive exposure to the highest level of competition, our dedicated practice facility, individual training, and coaching from our experienced staff, plus top-of-the-line gear, and for parents, affordable pricing and scholarships. Check out the Pack Express at PacificAthleticCenter.com.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
We are thrilled to be here at Centralia College watching a 34-32 ball game. Guess what? Mount Hood has as many points as the LA Rams do against the Seahawks. You know, anyone who complained or was worried about missing a Seahawk game, no worries anymore, because they're getting their behind handed to them there, 34-0 at halftime there. Here it's 34-32. We got a great game between Centralia and Mount Hood. Tony, you have the individual numbers here at halftime.
That I do. Let's go with Centralia first. Their leading scorers are Kylie Smith and Kayla Howard, each with 8 points. 2 rebounds for Howard, 2 for Joni Lancaster, who also has 4 points. Elwood has 2 rebounds and 2 points. Courtney Kimball has 3 rebounds and 5 points. And Majesty Claybrooks off the bench with 5 points as well for Centralia. 14 rebounds total for Centralia, 3 offensive rebounds, but they're shooting 4 of 10 from the free throw line. For Mount Hood, their leading scorer is Madison Allen off the bench, 14 points, 2 rebounds for Allen. Jessica Parker has 4 points, 5 rebounds. Courtney Jackson, 5 points, 2 rebounds. Watson, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Ashley Collins with 3 points and 4 rebounds. Mackenzie Whitney with 3 points, and Adelina Pritchard with 1. 12 offensive rebounds for the Mount Hood players and 21 overall, but they're shooting 6 of 23 from behind the arc, 26% shooting from three-point land for Mount Hood.
But they're going by sheer volume.
Yeah,
just the volume of shots.
Pepper everything, and eventually something might go in, you hope.
Exactly. And so, again, that's what I'd be telling Kayla Howard. Shoot. She's got to have 10 attempts at least from behind the arc.
The other thing that comes in, points in the paint, Centralia with 14 points in the paint to Mount Hood's 8. But points off of turnovers, Mount Hood 17 points off of against 5 for Centralia on turnovers. That is huge. And then second chance points, 7 for Mount Hood, 4 for Centralia. Bench points, 18-5, but 14 of those coming from the hand of Madison Allen.
Yeah, and again, most of those turnovers, too, on that press in the back and turning the ball over there. And so that's, they've got to tighten that up, and they've got to let that offense explode here. All right, that's going to do it for the halftime show. When we come back, it'll be second half action. Mount Hood and the Centralia Blazers, the host team, trying not to be generous hosts here. We'll see if they can come back and get the job done here against Mount Hood next here on the Eli Sports Network.
The all-important second half is next. Will the Blazers come out on top is the question, and the answer is coming up after this timeout as we wrap up the Blazer halftime show here on ESN.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
The Pacific Athletic Center is excited about the expansion of our Express basketball teams, featuring 5th through 8th grade and high school girls teams and boys teams. Players for the Express receive exposure to the highest level of competition, our dedicated practice facility, individual training, and coaching from our experienced staff, plus top-of-the-line gear, and for parents, affordable pricing and scholarships. Check out the Pac Express at PacificAthleticCenter.com.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
And we're back here at Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila as we get set for third quarter action. It's not as bad as the Seahawks game.
It's not.
Of course, we got fantasy football going, so we got to check out a few scores and things. But now we're focused here on this one, Tony. This is a good one. Centralia will start with the ball. You have the call.
Kylie Smith will look to get it in to Joni Lancaster. Also out there is Bella Elwood and Courtney Kimball. Howard in there as well, and there is a foul away from the ball. That is going to be called on Elwood. That'll be her first. Not how you want to start the second half.
So they're going to start calling it tight now? I mean, they were pretty loose in that first half.
Jessica Parker, Courtney Jackson, Rachel Watson, Ashley Collins, and Cassidy Ellett. The starting five, as there's a shot from the corner that falls in for Collins. I didn't think that thing had a chance, but it ends up going through and giving Mount Hood a 5-point lead. Ball to the corner to Howard.
Howard's got to shoot that shot.
Passes it up and passes back out to Lancaster. Gets a screen. Joni.
She needs to fire it up.
Over to Smith. Smith drives inside. Floater, no good. Taps it to herself. And the foul is on the floor. It'll stay with Centralia, and that foul will be called on Watson. That'll be
Watson.
Her first.
Kayla Howard, she's got to shoot. She sat out here and just at halftime and put about 10 straight in. She's got to shoot.
Ball down
Nice.
low, great
Beautiful.
find, and Elwood will have 4 points. Brings them back within 3. Ball over to Jackson. Jackson to Ellett. Ellett over to Allen, who gets the start in the second half. Collins for 3, heating up. Ashley Collins, her third 3. So not getting the start in the second half is Parker. And there's a foul away from the ball going to be called.
No, it's going to be on Watson again.
On Watson, her second. Second team foul. Lancaster. And they'll bring in Flemmer
for Watson,
to
who's
replace
only got
Watson.
two fouls. She's not in foul trouble. So
6-point lead for Mount Hood, the Saints. Ball goes up top to Kimball. Kimball. Hand off to Lancaster. Lancaster picked up by Ellett. She'll drive. Lancaster goes right to the hoop. Off the glass. Count the bucket. Joni Lancaster. Up the floor is Ellett. Ellett into the front court. Over to Jackson. Back to Ellett to Allen. Allen looking to drive. Back to Ellett. To Collins. Shooters on the far side of the floor. Jackson jump step, throws over Collins' head. Well over her head.
Yep. Get it back.
And it'll come back to the Blazers. Lancaster will back up. Goes to Smith. Kylie into the front court.
There's a reach.
Gets stripped. Jackson. And Allen comes out of the pack with it. Finds Jackson trailing. And Courtney Jackson gets her first field goal of the game. Smith to Lancaster, gets into the front court. Joni, pass across to Howard.
Wow.
Howard.
Kayla's she's got to shoot.
Back to Lancaster, spins. Joni, handoff over to Kimball. 10 seconds. Kimball needs some help dribbling around. 5 seconds. Kimball off the glass. No good. Fleming with the rebound.
Got to make that shot.
Madison Allen looking up the floor. Goes to Jackson. Jackson back to Allen. Allen to Ellett. Inside to Flemmer, pull-up jumper, no good. Smith with the rebound. And Smith having an off game, 8 points, but not her usual dominant self. Ball over to Howard again.
Again, an open shot, and she passes on it. They're trying to drive it inside. Smith.
No good on the shot.
What
rebound
a rebound by Elwood.
Goes
again.
back up, can't get it. Gets it again, and this time she is fouled and will go to the line shooting 2. See who that's on. That's going to be called on Collins.
I still think Howard's got to shoot from the side here. She's had some open opportunities. And finally got one of the fouls called.
Elwood short on the first one.
But Kayla's got to launch him from outside here, doesn't she? I think so.
does.
I think she should have 10, 15 attempts.
Hits the back end. Elwood with 5 points.
If they're going to leave her that wide open when they get the ball in here, she's got to make them pay for it.
Allen to the corner to Collins. Collins back to Allen. Loses the ball. Wanted to take that 3. Jackson back to Ellett. Back to Allen. Back to Collins in the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Allen will go over to Ellett for 3, and she hits.
Yeah, they're hitting threes. And Centralia's answering with 2s and free throws.
That's the 9th 3 made by Mount Hood. Lancaster trapped on the baseline will go out to Smith. Riley Smith.
She's got to shoot.
Over to Howard, back to Lancaster.
Wow, she needs to take that shot every single time.
Lancaster picks up her dribble, back to Howard. Howard inside, off the glass, count the bucket.
Nice move by Kayla.
Kayla Howard with 10 points now. And that foul is going to be called on Allen, her first.
Yeah. Trying to close within 5 here.
Shot is up and good. 11 for Howard, 45-40.
Conley and Claybrooks will get up to check in. Next dead ball for Centralia.
Collins over to Jackson, into the corner, back to Jackson it goes. Up top, Allen had an opening, didn't take it. Instead kicks it to the corner to Ellett. Back to Jackson for 3, off the mark, no good.
Good board by Kylie.
Smith with the rebound, up to Howard. Howard gets it to Lancaster. Joni at the top of the key. Spins, gets by her defender. Drives inside, does Lancaster, off the mark, can't hit. Felt like she got fouled by Flemmer, and she probably did. There was no probably, she did, but she'll get the steal. Goes up to Howard. Howard going to go coast to coast. Can't get the shot to fall. Lancaster will follow it up. Can't get the shot. Following that up.
Nice job by Kimball.
Kimball, and she gets the 2 points. 3-point game.
That's why you don't give up on a play. You keep coming because you never know. You can't assume that it's going to go in, and Courtney didn't.
Ellett in the corner. Back to Jackson. Jackson around Allen for 3. Howard will tap it over to Kimball. Kimball.
Just enough of a tap to get it over to Kimball.
Smith goes back to Lancaster. Joni gets a screen from Elwood to Smith. Howard in the corner for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound brought in by Allen. And up the floor is Jackson. Jackson spins, looks for Allen.
Tony, that's a shot she has to keep taking.
Yeah, that's one that
she
keep on launching.
She should, there's a walk. I mean, how many more steps do you get there?
Collins drives inside, kick out. Ellett for 3, high arcing 3, no good. Elwood trying to rip that. Jackson will come down with it and gets blocked.
Good block by Kylie.
By Kylie Smith. And that is Kylie Smith's 6th block of the game.
Lancaster attacks the rack, can't get it to go.
6 blocks of the tournament. Ball over to Flemmer. Flemmer will drive. Pull-up jumper is good. And Flemmer has that nice pull-up shot.
Nice soft touch.
Smith with it, back to Lancaster. Lancaster back to Smith. They get into the front court. Kylie down to Elwood. She's fouled, and count the bucket. That'll be on Jackson.
Nicely done.
Elwood back to the line. And it's back to a 3-point game. Connolly will check in. Pritchard will check in for Mount Hood, as will Mackenzie Whitney. Connolly in for the Blazers. Elwood's shot is good. 2-point game. Elwood will check out, and Claybrooks will check in. Pritchard into Ellett. Ellett up the floor. Cassidy gets it right back to the corner to Pritchett. Pritchett back to Ellett. Down low, Flimmer. Pritchett for three. Good. Adelina Pritchard. That's the 10th three-ball made. The 5th player to hit a three as well for Mount Hood. Claybrooks gets the ball slapped away from behind, but she's fouled by Flimmer.
Flimmer went through her.
And that'll be 2 shots. 5th team foul in the quarter. So Claybrooks will go to the line for 2. Looking for first points of the second half. First shot is up and no good. Collins will check back in for Flimmer. Claybrooks' second shot is up and short off the front of the rim. Smith with the rebound, step over. Bunny hop is short. And there's going to be 2 shots for Smith now as Pritchard gets called for the foul.
That's a good call. It may have been just a tad late, but it was a good call. It should have been called right away. I think maybe he was waiting to see if the ball went in.
Kylie Smith to the line. Shot is up and no good.
Got to make these, though.
That's 3 in a row that they've missed. They could have brought this within 1.
You got your opportunities. You got to make them. That's no
short
good.
Off the side of the rim. 0 for 4 from the line in that series. Ball over to Ellett. Ellett cross court to Jackson. Jackson will drive, kicks it over to Whitney, back to Ellett. Inside, Smith will get the steal. Kylie, active hands inside. Now she's starting to take over. In the front court is Lancaster, back to Smith. Kylie looking to drive inside, spins, kick out to Connolly. And Connolly is going to be fouled by Jackson. That's going to be number 3 on Courtney Jackson. And Connolly will go to the line shooting 2. See if she can hit. Shot is up and no good.
Well, it's 5 in a row. Should be tied.
I think Coach Sells is going to have them shooting some free throws in the next practice. And there's one that goes in for Connolly. Down by 4, but they should be up by 1.
But they'll take it.
Allen into the front court. Over to Whitney, back to Allen. Allen gets it to Smith for Mount Hood. Smith will take the 3. Mackenzie Smith in and out, no good. Pritchard with the rebound, no good. Brought in by Howard, and then Howard is going to get launched to the ground. Jump ball called. Possession to Mount Hood. Someone needs to bring the ball in. That'll be Mackenzie Whitney looking to get it in. Whitney into Collins, catch and shoot. Collins off the mark, and that ball will be knocked out of bounds. Back over it goes to Mount Hood.
Looks like that was off of Majesty there.
So Whitney again will look to get it in. Has Allen up top. Allen to Whitney. Down low, and that'll find Collins, and she'll be fouled by Jamie Connolly underneath.
That's a good foul by Jamie. Make her earn them at the line, as we just saw at the other end. It's not always guaranteed.
And Collins is looking for double figures. She's got 9 points. Shot is up and good. She's got 10 now. Second shot is up, and that one's off the mark. Rebound brought in by Smith. Kylie. Lancaster up to Claybrooks. To Connolly. Connolly, great find to Howard off the glass and good. Kayla Howard.
Timeout going to be called by Mount, or by
timeout, and it's a 30-second timeout. 51-48, 1:24 to go in the third quarter. We'll keep it here, but so far, missed free throws have been the big key so far for Centralia. You got to hit the freebies.
They've done a much better job, I think, defensively here in this quarter. And you know, they're down by 3. They started down by what, 2? It was a 34-32, I think.
It was.
Still giving up a few more points than you want in some of the outside shots, but they're really doing a nice job of getting the ball in the front court. That's been that issue. I think it's now taken care of.
Yeah, they're definitely beating this press, and I think that Mount Hood now sees that they're beating the press, so they're staying back a little bit more and allowing Centralia to get up the floor and set some offense.
All right, here comes Mount Hood.
Allen, Madison Allen with it. Over to Mackenzie Whitney. Back to Allen. To Smith. Back to Whitney. Whitney open for 3. Back to Allen. And they'll circle around. Collins in the corner. Ball stolen by Claybrooks. And she'll hand off to Lancaster. Joni almost lost it. Down low it goes to Majesty. Majesty off the glass and good. Majesty Claybrooks.
That could be a really tough shot when you're right in front of the hoop. She had a nice soft shot there off the back iron, up and in.
It's a 1-point game, 51-50. Ball to the corner. With it is Whitney. Ball stolen, Lancaster. Joni up the floor. Joni, Lancaster. No foul call.
Wow.
Looks like they got her on the arm.
I don't know there's no possible way there couldn't have been contact there.
Allen gets it right back. They can get it down to 2 seconds. Allen for 3 hits. Her 5th 3 of the game. 17 points for Madison Allen. Kylie Smith, long pass up the floor to Connolly. Connolly spins, hook off the glass, no good. Trying to get the ball back. Collins will come out with it. 1 second. Collins not looking up. Shot won't count. And it will be 54-50 after 3 quarters. Mount Hood with the lead over Centralia.
Blazers still in it here, though. Can make a run here in the 4th. Let's see if they can do it. Find their feet and get after it. We'll see as we go down the stretch. 54-50, Mount Hood by 4. Back in a moment.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And we are back here at Centralia College. 54-50, Mount Hood with a 4-point lead over the Centralia Blazers, the host team of the Centralia Crossover Tournament. 6 games over 3 days, and we are at number 6. Earlier today, it was Walla Walla cruising over Peninsula, a 30-point win there, and they went 3-0. They were very impressive, the Warriors. Here, both of these teams are 1-1, and they both would love to have a winning record out of this. Get that 2-1 mark. We shall see.
They will start off with the opening possession of the 4th quarter.
Kylie Smith, Joni Lancaster. Lancaster will get it in. Courtney Kimball, Kayla Howard, and the Majesty will have a travel call. And Majesty Claybrooks. So back comes Mount Hood. That is Cassidy Ellett. She'll get it across over to Madison Allen. Out on top to Ashley Collins. In the left corner to Jessica Parker. No, that's Courtney Jackson. And Rachel Watson is in there as well. Back to Jackson. Jackson trying to feed it into Watson, and she'll get hammered by Claybrooks. Make her earn them at the line.
Majesty picks up her third.
I still think, I want to see Kayla Howard throw up at least 10 3-point shots in this quarter. She's got to shoot. I think she has. Did she even she took one attempt, I think.
She took one attempt.
She has 4 3-point attempts. That's way off of where she should be in this game.
Watson.
Shot up and good for Watson.
It's 1 of 2.
55-50.
But the
5-point lead.
The big surprise and somebody that's probably earned herself a lot more playing time is Madison Allen for Mount Hood.
And that's stolen away by Jackson. Again, having troubles getting it up, but they'll block the ball, and Smith will get the ball, get it up to Howard. Kayla, keep going. Get in the front court. Now they get it over to Smith. Left side it goes over to Kimball. Kimball on the drive will get inside. Can't get the shot. Gets her own bucket, her own rebound, and put it back up. Nicely done by Courtney.
Madison Allen with 17 points in this one. 5 threes made.
5 threes by number 4. Get a hand in her face. Ashley Collins. Here comes Elwood back into the ball game for the Blazers. Out on top to Ellett. Right side to Allen. Back to Ellett. Swings it left over to Jackson. Jackson in the lane. Blocked. No, they'll call a foul on
Lancaster.
Lancaster.
Reaching in.
Elwood will come in for Majesty. That was on a pass.
Everybody lining up for Mount Hood like it was two shots.
So they'll take it out of bounds. They'll get it into Collins. Short loose ball grabbed there by Elwood, and a foul going to be on Watson reaching in, and that one's not a good play by Rachel.
That was silly. That's our third foul.
Yeah, number 3 there. I know you're frustrated at not getting a rebound, but you don't want to reach in there. But Centralia now again facing the press. Here comes Lancaster quickly in the front court. Stops. Gets it over to Kimball. Kimball trying to get it down to Elwood, and they throw it away here. So again, the biggest issue, Tony, is that, get it in the front court, but then you got to just run your offense and calm down here a little bit.
Get it in the front court, settle, work the ball around, and get a good, clean shot.
And on top to Collins, left side it goes to Jackson. Jackson, top of the key, over to Madison Allen, down low to Watson, lost the handle into the hands of Kimball. Back comes Lancaster. Press the pace here. Get it up into the front. Don't let them set up. Ball to the right side to Howard. Back out on top for Smith for 3. That'll rattle in and out. Won't go. Kayla Howard trying to get the ball. 1 on 3, and she almost got it.
Took a hard shove in the back.
Back it goes the right side. Trying great block or steal there by Smith. It'll end up in the hands of Kimball over to Kayla Howard. Here comes Kayla in the front court. Kayla works it to the left, reverses out to Lancaster. Lancaster works it right side.
Works around a double screen.
Smith drives in, kicks it out. Kimball for 3, hits. Courtney drains it. And we're tied at 55 with 7:12 left to go.
And Kimball's got 12 points.
And a 30-second timeout going to be called by Mount Hood. But they've got to, I'm glad that Courtney took it. Someone's got to take some 3-point shots here for Centralia. And they've got the openings. They just don't take them. And I don't know why, Tony.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I want these outside shots up.
And that's one of the, like, if you're open, you got to take some shine. take those shots. Do what you can to help your team out. When you get that wide open up top, you have to fire. You can't just dribble inside. You have to make the defender run onto you. So that way, even if you start missing those threes, a pump fake will get someone in the air, lean in, get three the hard way, go to the free throw line, do something. If you keep on hitting consistently from the outside or taking shots, it opens up a lot more. You can go baseline, you can pass inside. People are going to close out on you.
All right, here we go. All even with 7 minutes to play. Mount Hood with the ball. Out on top to Allen. We'll keep an eye on her. She has been red hot today. There's a travel. That's too many. Head coach didn't like that. Thought it was a step over, and he might be right on that one, Tony.
It looked like a Euro step to me, but I think what got her was that her body was moving still. She never jump-stopped. It was a jump-stop motion all in one.
Inside to Elwood. She'll lay it up and good, and they'll take the lead, 57-55. The Blazers back in the lead with 6.5 to play. Out on top to Allen. Right side over to Ashley Collins, circles around. Little hook shot there, won't go. Watson tries to get it, ends up in the hands of Lancaster. And Lancaster, Joni, just dead tired out there, Tony. She has played her rear end off for 3 games.
Played a lot of minutes.
Kylie Smith in the lane, got to get up a shot, and will bank it in. What a shot by Kylie. Nicely done. Has Lancaster ever even come out?
I don't think so.
She might have been in all for 120 minutes. 59-55. Out on top, Allen over to Jackson in the corner. That's, who's that, Ellett? Ellett with the ball now. Back out on, tapped away by Lancaster.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Joni just playing out of her mind here.
Ball comes in for Allen. Madison out to Jackson for 3. No good.
Loose ball grabbed by Lancaster. Will go off of Mount Hood.
Tapped out by Allen. Looking to get the ball in is Smith to Lancaster, and Lancaster behind the back, needs some help. Lancaster into the front court, over to Kimball, to Smith. Kylie, back to Joni Lancaster. Joni drives over to Howard. Howard fakes the 3, steps around, goes to Lancaster in the corner. Joni goes baseline, rolls it out to Kimball. Howard for 3, misses everything, and that'll bounce out.
Yes, Lancaster played 80 minutes coming into this game, and she hasn't been out yet.
And a 30-second timeout called by Centralia.
Well, she is just
up 59-55 with 4:55 to go.
It's going to be a full timeout, so we're going to go ahead and step away. 4:55 to go in the ball game. Centralia trying to hold on to a 4-point win. 59-55, back in a moment. 4-point lead, I should say.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
And we are back here at Centralia College, and a 59-55 lead, a back and forth ball game here. The Blazers digging down, getting her done.
The ball will be with Mount Hood.
Kayla Howard has also played 80 minutes in the first 2 games for the Blazers.
Going for the Iron Woman team.
What an effort by those two.
Ellett into the front court. Over
to Allen, back out on top to Jackson. Ellett looking inside, over the right side to Allen, circles around, back to Jackson, thought about a three, will drive up over the top, won't go, loose ball, and Elwood fighting for it. It'll go off of Watson. Good job by Bella in there. She has been just a horse inside there, Tony.
I think the good play on that, yeah, she has been a horse in there, but that was a great play by Jackson. Her three-point shot has been off, and instead of taking that three, like I said, Howard should do. Pump fake the three, get someone in the air and blow by him and get a good shot inside.
She's only had 4 attempts, so it's not, she's 2 for 4, so she can just launch it up from 3-point.
And there's a foul called on Allen. Madison
her
Allen
second,
picks up her second.
Here comes Lancaster in the front court. Over to Smith. Down low to Elwood. Fights up. Shot won't go, but will draw the foul.
I think that's going to be on Collins. That would be number 2 on her.
It is.
Collins picks up 2. Her second. Elwood to the line.
And the free throw line has not been the friend of the Blazers today. So it's maybe not a bad idea for Mount Hood to continue the foul. That one will go in, 1 for 2, to make it a 5-point game, 60-55. Allen with the ball out on top to Collins, left side over to Allen. Ellett feeds it inside to Watson, and Kylie Smith is down, gets up, and quickly back, and now we're going to have a foul called on Allen. That'll be number 3, and Kylie went down and comes up gingerly here. And Kylie Smith will take it out of bounds. She just doesn't look right now there, Tony.
She doesn't, walking with that already wrapped ankle. That's one that she's going up for a rebound. Could have come down on an ankle, awkwardly twisted the foot.
Right side it goes. Shot goes up, in and out for Howard. But she's keep taking that shot.
It's in and out every time. It's on target.
She's right there. Shot inside to Watson. This time she'll get it and lay it up and good. It's a 1-point game, 60-59 with 3:30 to go. How much gas is in the tank for the Blazers? They got to get through 3.5 minutes here. Here comes Majesty. She's got to come back in, and
she'll take out
Kimball, and here comes Connolly.
Connolly will go in for
Elwood. And here comes Joni Lancaster, who's just fatigued. What an effort she has put on today. Majesty gets inside and clears a little space there. May have gotten away with a little arm there, but whatever, it worked for her, and she'll lay it in for 2.
She's got 9 points in the game, does Majesty.
Her best game of the 3 in a row here. Right side it goes, over to Allen. Worked it into Jackson, up over the top, won't go. Another big board by Kylie Smith. Wow.
And she fills up a stat line so much, does everything.
And the foul's going to be on
Jackson.
As
That's
they're
her
going
4th.
at it.
That's number 4 on Jackson.
Lancaster will go to the line for 2. Joni Lancaster looks up, says, I've played 117 minutes. I've only got 2:41 to go. Please, let's not go an extra 4 or 5 or whatever they do. Kayla Howard, too. Both of them. Timeout going to be called.
Lancaster hits them both.
A full timeout here, and Caleb Sells says, hey, we have got to get these gals to the finish line here, so let's go ahead and take a timeout. We'll step away here very quickly. And it is a 5-point, 64-59 lead. Back in a moment here on the Eli Sports Network.
You It's the foundation that opens the door to opportunity. Centralia College Bachelor's of Applied Science and Management degree is your credential for success. Start your journey now with a hybrid 2-year degree at Centralia College, then move into the college's acclaimed bachelor's program. If finances are an issue, the Centralia College Foundation may be able to help you. Simply go online today and fill out an application. For more information, go to centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
All right, 2:41 left to play in a ball game, and the needle on empty for certainly two of these Blazers. Kayla Howard and Joni Lancaster each have played more than 117 minutes of basketball in 3 days, and they're going to be in, no doubt, for 120. Now can they hold on to this 5-point lead? Here comes Madison Allen. She'll have the ball. Left side over to Jackson. Side step there for Collins. Cross court, and that'll be slapped out of bounds. It'll be Mount Hood ball with 11 seconds on the shot clock. They'll get it in. Ball taken away by Lancaster. Breakaway to the rack, lays it up and good. Joni Lancaster digging deep and a 7-point lead. Just 2:10 left to play. Watson inside, and there'll be a foul on Kylie Smith. Kylie may be in that. I mean, she's dead tired as well. But what an effort by this team. Only 7 of them available. And now there's a 5-second violation, and that ball over to Centralia. What defense. This is like, I'm not a big, oh, the ball almost taken away, but Lancaster will get it up to Majesty over the left side to Connolly. Connolly back out on top to Kylie Smith. Back over to Connolly in the left corner. Down low to Majesty, backs down up over the top and good! Majesty Claybrooks to make it a 9-point game with 1:45 to go. It just feels like someone in the Daytona 500, Tony, and they're just, the gas tank is on E, and they just got to get to the finish line.
You got to just drift on in.
And a missed shot there and a rebound. Got to get it in the front court, though. Maybe a timeout called. Should call a timeout. Nope, that'll be 10. I don't know how many timeouts he's got left. I might have burned one right there to save the possession. But now they're going to call a timeout. We'll have a full timeout called by Mount Hood with 1:25 left to play in the ball game and a 9.68-59 lead. Somehow these Blazers grinding it out big time. We're back in a moment here on the Eli Sports Network.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
And we are back here. 1:25 left to go in this ball game. 68-59. Mount Hood with a ball, and they'll throw it away. And back it goes to Centralia with a 9-point lead. They'll get it to Majesty. Claybrooks will get it in the front court to Connolly. Connolly, cross-court pass over to Lancaster. And Joni will work around. A foul going to be called on Madison Allen. And frankly, that's number 4, but frankly, you probably want the clock to keep rolling here with 1:09 left to go. But Joni has a chance to put this lead into double digits.
She's got 10 points. That is Lancaster.
What an effort by these gals today. Shot up and good. Second shot up and good for Lancaster.
Give
wow.
her a dozen.
Oh, Joni just playing out of her mind today. 70-59, an 11-point lead with a minute to go. And here we go. Down the stretch we go. Long outside shot by Ellen. No good. Lancaster with a rebound. Joni. Circle around. Bring it back up to Kylie Smith. Smith into front court. Back to Lancaster. Joni. Left over to Kylie Smith. Just let the clock tick down. Don't even worry about it, because they're not pressing. So this one, Smith will launch it, and that'll be off. Rebound. Collins, yep, no fouling. Let him bring it down. 22 seconds. Shot over the right side to Allen. Madison back to Collins. To Jackson, left corner for three, and in and out, won't go. Fight for the ball, will go out of bounds off of Claybrooks with just 8.5 seconds left to go, and the Blazers are going to pull off a big win here. Trailing, coming in by 4, coming into the fourth quarter. And to pull away, running on fumes.
Allen
big
hits
hit by Allen.
Three, though.
Good for her, but it really doesn't matter, and the ball game is going to be over. What a effort by the Blazers here, Tony. That's just a great effort by the Centralia College Blazers as they pull off a big win here to wrap up the crossover tournament this afternoon with a win over Mount Hood. All right, we'll take a timeout, come back. Post-game show is next.
The final score is on the board, but we're not done yet. The Centralia Blazer post-game show is next with final numbers, stats, comments, and our post-game honors on the Eli Sports Network.
Working together for a common goal. That's what teamwork is all about. Tom and Karen Alderson and all the staff at Awards West Printwares congratulates all of our local athletes for the time and effort they have invested in learning to play their game and in learning how to be good teammates. At Awards West Printwares, we take a lot of pride in working as a team to provide quality custom awards, screen printing, embroidery, and banners. Alderson's Awards West Printwares on Kresge in Centralia.
You know you want this. It's the foundation that opens the door to opportunity. Centralia College Bachelor's of Applied Science and Management degree is your credential for success. Start your journey now with a hybrid 2-year degree at Centralia College, then move into the college's acclaimed bachelor's program. If finances are an issue, the Centralia College Foundation may be able to help you. Simply go online today and fill out an application. For more information, go to centralia.edu. Centralia College, where your success begins.
This just in. Community First Auto Center now has a second location.
Yes, it's true. Community First Auto Center now has a second location that specializes in affordable pre-owned vehicles under $10,000. This second location is directly off exit 74 on Bishop Road. See their selection online at cfaccars.com and at their Facebook page. Community First Auto Center in Chehalis off exit 79 and now a second location off exit 74.
A touch above the rest.
Time for the final numbers, comments, and naming our Centralia Blazer Pacific Sports Ball players of the game on the post-game show. Let's head back to the stadium one last time here on the Eli Sports Network.
And we are back here at Centralia College. Paul Beatty along with Tony Davila and Caleb Sells, the head coach of the Centralia Blazers. And man, Caleb, there just the last 5 minutes of this game. To me, I'm not a big race car fan or whatever, but it felt like, you know, the Indianapolis 500 and you're on fumes and you just need to finish, get across that finish line, and your gals just came through big time. What an effort today.
Oh, total character check for those kids, especially those three that played pretty much the whole game,
well,
every game. For the
Kayla
whole
Howard and Joni Lancaster played 120 minutes of basketball in 3 days.
Yeah, we talked about that at halftime. Sadly, I told them the best they can do is only tie the record because I'm sure someone else is probably, 120 is about as much as you can get outside of overtime. But, no, what a game. And like you said, we're absolutely running on fumes, and he pressed. Great call on his part, and we struggled with it. That's the first time we've seen anyone press us this year, and, I was really happy with the way we adjusted in the second half. Joni and Kylie did a great job getting the ball across half court, and then in the first half, they really sped us up, and then that's part of the press. It's not always for steals. In the second half, we did a good job of getting across and then slowing down and executing it. We want to play at a slow tempo. We have to. And in the second half, especially that fourth quarter, that might have been the best quarter we played through our first, 9 games of basketball.
Yeah,
really proud of it. And on fumes, like you said. What a time for them to pull it out.
Exactly. And we were talking at halftime, there's two parts to beating the press, and it seemed like they were we're so uncomfortable getting the ball into front court. They had 17 points, I think, off of turnovers in the first half. And so once they got it in the front court, it felt like, okay, we did it. No, wait, that's only half the deal, right? Well, now we got to score, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you saw that change in the third and especially that fourth quarter. They really understood that.
Well, that was our biggest point, at the halftime talk. And you said it, that 17 points off turnovers, that was the first thing I drew up on the board. That was kind of a big deal. And, they hit some shots. I was not expecting them to shoot like that. But
Madison Allen.
My goodness, holy cow, that first half she had was crazy.
Yeah, she ended up with 6 or 7, three-pointers, I think.
Yeah,
6.
That's a really good team. And, we're based on the first